Hi, how are you today? Today I'm going to be doing a set of 4 geode coasters. I'm using crystal resin. I have about an ounce of clear resin in the bottom of the molds already. I'm going to be making another attempt on a crackle effect as I was zooming around YouTube and coming across similar videos. I found that people are calling this crackle effect. So anyways, hopefully it'll show up at the end. The color I'm pouring here is a paste by Color Passion called Deep Sea. I'm not filling these coasters all the way to the top. I like to add a heat resistant top coat layer to my coasters, so I usually only fill them about 2/3 full. These are molds from Amazon, and I believe they each take 3 ounces. No, pardon me, 2 ounces. They're a pretty good sized coaster. This is a bronze metallic color. It's a mica pigment that comes in the 24 pack from Crystal Resin. When I bought the 24 pack, they didn't have any names on their colors. They come in little bags and none of them were named. They were just unnamed. I'm pretty sure they have named their mica colors now, but of course my pack is a little bit older, so everything is unnamed. But it's a really beautiful dark bronzy color that has a great shimmer to it. This is also a Color Passion paste. This is Base Cell White. So I see various methods from various artists that get the crackle effect. Some people put a clear coat down, some people don't. Some people pour rings, some people pour puddles, and it seems to work differently for everybody. Now I'm adding an alcohol ink. This is a Ranger ink in the color Laguna. Alcohol inks are kind of the bane to my existence. They look one color in the bottle. They look one color because I usually put them on like a piece of paper or something just to kind of get an idea what color they are. But it seems as soon as I stir them into resin, they change color. So this is actually a lot more green than I was hoping that it would be. I thought it would be a little bit more blue. So I'm not overly happy with this color in the center, but it's a pretty color. I just wanted something a little bit more blue that went with the deep sea color, which is leaning more towards like a cobalt blue color. I just go around and keep adding layers, using up the rest of my resin. I usually watch over my coasters for 15-20 minutes afterwards, going back and hitting it with the heat gun a few times as the bubbles rise to the top. I never use a torch on my molds. I'm too worried that I'm going to melt my mold into my resin. And I still sometimes get bubbles in my coasters, especially on the bottom side. But I file them out with a Dremel and either polish it up with a little bit of varnish or cover it with gilding pens. Just adding a little bit of clear resin to the center here. Try to push everything back out and then hopefully everything will draw in towards the center and create the effect that I'm looking for. After I used the heat gun for bubbles several times after when I was finished pouring, I turned the camera off, and as I was looking at the coasters, I realized that I didn't put anything in the center. There's no rule that you have to add glitter, flakes, stones, anything. There's no rule, but for some reason I just felt like I needed to add a little something in the center. So off camera, and I'm sorry I didn't record it, but it's really not that interesting. I added I added a teeny little bit of a fine glitter from Recollections in the color Chestnut. So this is the next day. I'm about to unmold these coasters, and I'm actually not too disappointed with how they turned out on top. They kind of remind me of peacock feathers. The glitter, fine glitter, kind of spread everywhere. But I'm not disliking the way these look on top. Excuse me. Every time I go to record, I have to cough or sneeze or something. Just taking them out of the mold there, and I'll flip them over, anticipation to see if I get the crackle effect on the back side. If you guys haven't checked out Crystal Resin, you should look into their website. Their micas are very pretty. They're very shimmery. Most of them have a really nice, almost metallic sheen to them. They're just really, really pretty. I'm very happy with their micas, and they're very reasonably priced. I think a pack of 24 is only $35 Canadian, and you get pretty much every color under the sun. So I'll leave a link to their website in my description box, and I'll also leave a link to Artworks Resin, which is where I get my Color Passion and Lerez pastes from, as well as other supplies like my gemstones and glitter glass and liquid diamonds resin and a whole bunch of other things. Michelle is a lovely lady to deal with, and yeah, I'm just really happy with these two Canadian-based companies. So that the back of these are looking really cool. I like the effects that I got. That browns mica really left a cool effect on the back, and I'm kind of tickled that they look like peacock feathers on the front. So these, I think, would definitely be two-sided coasters, which is always nice when you can flip them over and use them on either side, and they're just as nice on both sides. So I call this a win, even though I feel like I used the wrong color of alcohol ink in the center. It actually turned out really well in the end. And that little bit of chestnut glitter in the center is really pretty too. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, share it with a friend, and maybe leave a thumbs up. Bye.